Hello little heartbirds, it's Nerissa here from twoheartbirds.com, the most deliciously, excitingly passionate wedding blog on the internet alive. I am here to talk to you today about tips on planning your wedding. I've got 3 very important tips for you. Number 1, planning the budget of your wedding. Number 2, planning the themes for your wedding. And number 3, booking them in now. Now I know you've got engaged, you're very, very excited, you've got a rock on your finger, you've got a handsome man friend by your side, you've got dreams of romance and love and that delicious wedding dress. But now's the time where you need to step back, take a breath and prepare. You need to plan for your wedding, because the earlier that you plan, the more prepared you are, the smoother sailing the ride is to your big celebration of love party, and that's what you want. Smooth sailing, stress-free. So the number 1 thing you need to do is plan your budget. I know no one likes to talk about money. Sometimes it's a hard thing to bring up. Budgeting can be boring because you want to spend money and you don't want to not spend money. I know what it's like, but you really, really need to budget. And it's really important to budget for a wedding, because if you blow the budget, weddings can be very, very, very expensive. Now, when you say planning a budget and sticking to a budget, it doesn't mean that you have to forego those things that you've dreamt about. If you want to design a wedding dress, if you want to wear Louboutins, go right ahead, do all those things you want, but you just need to be prepared that you might have to sacrifice in other areas. So you can still have all those dream things for your wedding, but you might have to sacrifice. One thing to be really clear and to keep at the forefront of your mind is that the wedding is not about things. It's about love and it's about people. So try and remember that when you're planning and budgeting for your wedding. If I can give you a tip about budgeting is this: you need to have a contingency plan. And what I mean by as a contingency plan is you need to have some sort of buffer zone, a buffer bank account, which you can use to pay for things that come up unexpectedly. Sometimes when we budget, things are underquoted, or we underquote ourselves because we secretly know we can't afford it, but we think we might be able to. This is a big no-no. You need to make sure you stick to a budget, and you need to have a contingency within that budget. So, for example, I always use a 10%, but somewhere between 5 and 10% should be okay. So if you have $10,000 that you have to spend on your wedding, 10% of that needs to be contingency. So about $1,000 you need to put away of that $10,000 to use as a buffer zone in case other expenses come up. So that means $9,000 you spend on your wedding, and then you've got the $1,000 that you can use in case something arises. If you don't spend the money on the wedding, spend it on your honeymoon. Go out to a delicious dinner with your man friend, buy a dress, some shoes, do what you want with it. You've earned it, Number 2 is you need to plan your themes. Now what I mean by themes is time, place, and people. So what time of the year do you want to get married? Where do you want to get married? Who do you want to invite? You need to brainstorm these 3 main themes, and you need to work out what it is, and you need to make sure that you prepare to book them in. The best way to do this is to work out these themes is to brainstorm, and the best person to brainstorm them with is your husband to be. I know, shudder to think, who would think that anyone other than the bride can be involved on the wedding day? But it's not true. You have to involve your man friend, you have to involve your partner, because if you don't, then you don't have the right expectations, you're not sitting on the same page, and in 6 months time you're whinging to your bridesmaids, oh, he never does this, oh, he doesn't want to talk about the wedding, oh, he never gets involved. You need to nip that in the bud and get him involved from the very, very beginning. So brainstorm with him. Now, this can be romantic. Light a candle, pour some champagne, get some French cheers. Ooh la la, you never know where it will lead to. Make it fun, make it stress-free, set your expectations, set your goals, and just remember that the wedding is about the both of you. You never know, he might have been dreaming about it as well, meeting you, dreaming about the wedding day. He might want to rock up on a Harley, who knows, let him organise it. So that's the thing, you need to organise the themes. The 3rd thing is you need to book these themes in as early as you possibly can. You need to remember that there's only a certain amount of time during the year of that year, there's only a certain amount of Saturdays in the year. Saturday is the most popular day for people to get married. Spring is the most popular time for people to get married. So if you want a Saturday in spring, you need to book that in advance. You don't want to be disappointed if your wedding venue won't come up because you haven't booked it in time. Plan ahead, be prepared, make this the dream celebration of love that you've always thought of by being prepared. The last thing that you want to be doing is the week before, the day before, the morning of your wedding is running around trying to tie up loose ends because you haven't planned enough. And the best thing about booking in these three themes in the time, the place, the people, you can move on to romantically, deliciously exciting things like buying your dress. Woo! Just remember when you're planning your wedding, this is meant to be fun. This is an exciting part of your time that you can't get back. Don't let it be filled with stress. Have fun with it. If you're getting yourself stressed out, just take a deep breath. Give gratitude. Be thankful for all the lucky things in your life, and that you know that the man friend of your dreams loves you, wants to spend the rest of your life with him. Be excited. Have fun with it. Now, little little birds, I want to pose to you a question of the day. What is your number one tip when planning a wedding? I look forward to hearing from you. Bye, till next time.